Driving around in a virtual field is cool, but it's even cooler when it comes with some cool cash, which we can use to buy a new tractor or build a bigger barn. Today we're going to test out the supposedly easiest way to make quick money. We're playing in farm manager mode, so we have 1.5 million to start. Let's buy some fields, because without them we can't do anything. Big women and beautiful tractors, that's what we like the most. To quickly and efficiently earn, we need a lot of expensive equipment, which we can't afford, so we'll rent it. And finally, we've reached the end, so we can officially start sowing. The question is, will we manage to sow the whole field with an empty seeder? Of course we will. In this challenge, we aim for minimal effort, which means involving the greatest number of workers so that we can easily multiply profits later on. It's been about 10 minutes and he hasn't even sown half of the field. I think he got bored with the job. What kind of challenge would it be without a time limit? And that limit is 10 hours, during which we'll see how much we can earn. The worker decided that's enough sowing, he finished the job and just quit. So I'm personally making the last run. The last run, and an hour and a half of gameplay behind us, over 400,000 in the account, and now we can finally get to the best part, which is making money. I forgot to add 40 horsepower when buying this tractor, and I hope it won't be a problem for him. Yes, this set can be easily operated by a worker, as you can see. So now we'll go get the trailer to collect these bales. It will leave some, but oh well. 60 kilometers per hour, that's what I like. Big and fast. He's a bit slow in making those bales. We'll see how many bales he manages to make while I go empty that trailer. I came to the biogas plant to sell this silage, but I would need a front loader to drop it off here. And I don't have a front loader like that. It looks like we could sell it right here. So we approach and sell. We just made 3,000. That's a bit of an average profit for now. And the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, 7 bales, that's 30% of the trailer's capacity. We need to modify our strategy a bit. For now, we will thank you. Now, cutting this grass will go much faster, but we're feeling the absence of those 40 horses I forgot to upgrade on our tractor. But I think it shouldn't disrupt our plan too much. He's very, very, very bad at it. This little monster with that rake certainly won't have any problems, unlike that class with the mower. Of course, I was kidding. We're doing a swap here. And that's it, 22 kilometers per hour. That's how you need to work. And now we press Ctrl plus F. The only mod I've decided to use in this challenge is a mod called Follow Me, which will replace my colleagues. So, as you can see, I'm driving and our worker is stopping to unload the bale to avoid creating any traffic issues, unlike our typical worker. This is much more optimal for us at this moment. A fairly large portion of this field has been mowed, so we can now leave the mowers aside. The Deutz-Fahr also drives over 60 kilometers per hour, precisely 63. JCB drives 65, so I think it doesn't make sense to unhook them. 24 bales, we're full. We can go sell them. Let's see how much we'll earn for a full trailer. We have 383,000, so watch out. How much will we get for selling all these bales? Maybe we'll approach so that they all sell at once to avoid any doubts. I think I didn't approach in the right place. This time, we're definitely approaching the right place and unloading the bales. In total, about 7,000. Wow. I think he's still going too fast, so those 9 kilometers that I set are still too fast, so we'll slow him down, maybe set the cruise control to 8 kilometers per hour. 8 should be optimal, I think, because it's almost perfect. However, he's still going a bit too fast, so let's set it to 8. I think now it'll be perfect so we don't accidentally lose him. even over 7,000 from one trailer, so it's not bad. The colleague is returning to work and more easy money. This time we'll spread the fertilizer as soon as we have a free moment, which is right now. And the last piece of meadow this season. Workers create jobs here, start working. Will it get stuck right away on the first straight? We add about 1.5 meters to the left. Then we set the cruise control to about 8 kilometers so we don't lose them, because if we lose them they'll disconnect and then we'll have to do everything ourselves. So we set it to roughly 8. If we set it to that on cruise control, the worker won't go any faster. So that's an interesting fact for those who didn't know. So now let's quickly move on to the next one. This time we start the machine. Click cycle on. Now it will go after the previous one. 2 meters should be just right. Now it's slowed down nicely to pick up the bale. 3 meters, as you can see now in this situation, is just right. And now it should slow down to unload them to the back, not to miss any. Now actually our only task is releasing the workers. This one wraps beautifully, this one gathers beautifully, and this one will also drive beautifully to the market on its own. So actually in this method our only task is sending the worker to the market and selling these bales. Of course, by selling I simply mean unloading them at the right place, because they'll deliver themselves, gather themselves, and we'll just sell them. So now let's go take a nap. We're choosing our fast track here. And go. And another trailer lands at the market. And another trailer. We're slowly getting back to what we had before, around 400,000. We're a bit short of that, but we're pretty close. The last piece to rake and press. Meanwhile, again, I think around 6,000 just slipped from my account. The last trailer just landed at the market. I thought you only pay for renting once a day. It turns out the charge is per hour of use, which means an actual hour of time. Because that's the only logical explanation why I regularly lost a few thousand from my account, and for renting machines for just under 53,000, it became over 87,000. The conclusions from this are that it's indeed an easy method to make money, because we just need to send workers from point to point. But renting machines in the long run will empty our accounts.